Hello, everybody, and welcome to my LifeWave live stream. I wanted to come on today. I've actually been dying to do this video for a little while. LifeWave has a lot of products, and when I started LifeWave, by the way, I feel like I'm seeing a little mascara situation here. We'll just smudge that off. When I started LifeWave, I was using almost everything of theirs quite frequently, and I was buying a ton of patches and wearing a lot of patches at the same time. And I still have all the patches and I still use them sometimes, but I wanted to talk about the things that I consider to be the most essential and just kind of talk about some of my favorite things. I think a lot of people, so I work with LifeWave, and I think a lot of people, they always assume that when you work with a company, you're going to tell everybody that you work with that they need to get everything. And honestly, that's not really, it's okay, Alfie. It's okay, sweet boy. Come here. That's honestly not my way. Poor little Alfie is having some lung issues. Come here, honey. I'm gonna put you down. Maybe you don't want to be up here. It's okay. It's okay. My little Yorkshire Terrier. And if you haven't met him before, by the way, this is our new baby. So I am a new mom, and I am holding my new baby on my lap during the live stream. So I just thought I would come on today and I would show you what I am using and purchasing myself, because I purchase all these products for the most part myself. Every once in a while, LifeWave will sort of like run a special. Oh, hang on one second, guys. We got a cat. Uh-oh, we don't want you in there. No, thank you. We have a territorial cat, and she just got into the crib of the new puppy, so we don't want that. It is always interesting when you have animals. Yes, it is. All right, so anyone that's on too, please feel free to hop into the chat. Tell me where you're from. Tell me if you're wearing the patches or if you're using a different LifeWave product. I would love to hear. All right, guys. So the first product, this is like, they're honestly, you know how they say that in your closet you wear, I think it's 20% of your clothes 80% of the time. This is my number one product. This is what I'm always purchasing. This is what's usually in my shopping cart. Basically every single order that I do for me, my husband, and we use it for our pets. I'm not telling you should use it for your pets. These patches are not tested. They're not tested on pets and animals in general. I am using them on my dog Elfie, who's having lung problems. It is not the only thing that he's getting, but I'm using it for support. So if this was the only thing that I could ever buy from LifeWave again, I could live with it. I could be okay. This is my favorite product. It's what I usually, I do different things for different folks. So when I do consults with, oh my goodness. Sorry, cats. When I do consults for my clients, this is a big popular favorite depending on what's going on. But this is the thing that I'm always using. You might be surprised by my number two product. It is Celergize. I was a big holdout. If you don't know about this, this is the supplement that LifeWave made to work with the LifeWave X39 patch. These two together are an amazing combination. I believe that they both work better together. I wouldn't just be getting the supplement and not the patches. And honestly, if I could get every single person to use both of these, I think they would enjoy the patches more. So top two products are these two products. Now, my third favorite product, I'm actually out of stock for. I just used it. I used the last one on Alfie. My third favorite product are the Eon patches. Those are in most of my orders. They're amazing. I love using the LifeWave Eon patches. All right. Are you guys listening? I'm just curious. There's not too many people on here today, but just wanted to see if this is something that you enjoy, because people are always asking me, like, do I need all these patches? What do you wear all the time? And it's a lot more simple than you might think. And just so you know, my email is in the chat as well as my LifeWave link. So if you're looking to order LifeWave, you can order right through my link without speaking to me. I would love it even more if you want to order through me, if you actually reach out so I can help you and make sure that you're not wasting money on things that you do not need. All right, guys, so my number 4 product, this is one I don't think people know how special these patches are. This is the carnosine patches, and I do love these patches. They are incredible. They work very, very well. I won't go into exactly what they do, but this is my number 4 product. And actually, it's not visually in front of me, so sorry to jump back a product, but some of you may know and some of you may not know, but I also have the LifeWave X20 water machine. So I'm going to back up for 1 second if it's not in front of me. I forget to say it. 39, Celergize, and X20 water machine are my top 3. So if I had to choose, if there were 3 products that was all I could ever order from LifeWave forever, it would be X39, Celergize, and Celergize. And I own the water machine, so all I need to buy from LifeWave are the filters now. The LifeWave water machine is obviously a different price point, so it's not for everyone, but for folks that are really looking to elevate their general wellness, it is amazing. So the X20 water machine, sorry guys, I can't get it over here. It's like this big. I love my water machine. So after the water machine, carnosine. After the carnosine, X39. I don't wear these all the time. I think they're great. I just don't have I don't have a huge budget for my patches every month. So I do wear these sometimes when I'm going through specific exercise cycles and when I'm trying to hit specific goals, but I don't wear them all the time. Next up is glutathione. I think it's a great patch, but I also think that I am getting what I would get from this patch to a point with the X39 patch. So I don't feel that I need to use it all the time. I like it. If I have a particular reason in my life or exposure that I've had and I want to put this on, I always have them in stock, but I don't use them very frequently. Alfie, are you okay? Oh my goodness, Alfie has pulmonary fibrosis, and I am trying to also find holistic things to help him with that. Pulmonary fibrosis, if you know about it, it's my 9-year-old Yorkie, and it is not a good diagnosis to have. So every time I hear him cough, I just feel really sad that he's coughing, because if you don't know what pulmonary fibrosis is, he has scarred lungs, and we don't really know why. But it's really sad because I just lost my other dog, and now Alfie is super, super sick. So sorry to just bring that in, but it is part of life. And as you guys know, I actually do my live streams from home. My pets are my family. I love them with all of my heart. So it is what it is. But I just want to see one thing. Okay, hang on. Do you hear the cat? Do you hear the cat in the background? I want to make sure that I didn't mess up my live stream today, because I am thinking I have done this before. No, I'm on the right live stream. Okay, just making sure. Sometimes I have more than one live stream scheduled, and folks are just so quiet today. I thought maybe nobody was on, but I guess people are. So my next product is Energy Enhancer. I like it. I use it sometimes. I just used it when I was traveling. That is a cat crying in the background. They get super upset when I am on my live stream. I do like this product. I just don't wear it all the time. One of the things that has happened for me is after wearing the X39 for a long time, I don't really feel like I need as many patches all the time. I feel so much better than I used to. So I feel like I used to need a lot of different things. I used to wear silent nights because I wasn't sleeping. I was wearing different things for my skin. And honestly, I feel like I'm in more of a maintenance phase now. And so because of that, I'm not using as many different things. So Energy Enhancer, I do enjoy. I do keep it on hand if I just need like an extra boost. For instance, I just traveled across the country to get this puppy. He's from the same place as my other dogs, and American Airlines just canceled our flight. Like, it was a disaster. And what was supposed to be, I think, like a 7-hour trip turned into a 16-hour trip. So I had these in my bag, and I did actually take out 2 sets of Energy Enhancers and put them on because I was tired. I was really tired. So Energy Enhancer. I have the Silent Nights. I actually apparently didn't have the envelope. There's just so many patches. There are so many patches from LifeWave. I keep silent nights. I rarely have to use them anymore because for the most part, I do not have sleeping issues. Once I started wearing this, excuse me, that was rude. That was rude, crude, and attitude. No, they're fighting right behind me. Okay, we'll just go ahead and ignore that. Sorry, guys. There's truly nothing I can do about them either, because if I put them into, I don't even want to block them. They're kind of funny. So if I put them into a room on their own, they'll scream in the room. So I'm just going to let them, they're brothers, and we are just going, hey, that's kind of mean. That is mean. No, don't do that to your brother. Excuse me. No. Okay, so that worked well. Perfect. It's so easy to do a professional presentation with the stepbrothers back there. So anyway, for the most part, I don't really need silent nights all the time anymore because I sleep now. I didn't sleep for 20 years. I started wearing this. I'm not saying it will happen for you. I am not making a claim. I'm talking about myself and what happened to me at that time. So I have silent nights. I probably wear silent nights 2 weeks a year. If I have a lot of stress, if I'm not sleeping, that's when I put silent nights on. I don't need it most of the time. I do love aloe vera, but I wear this. It's great. I think it's great for my skin. If I would remember, if I didn't have a new puppy, I will say I would put this on every single night because I did notice a huge difference in my skin when I wore this. But I just I keep it simple. I tend to wear the same things that I recommend for many of my clients most of the time myself. I keep it simple. If you're my client and we get on a phone call and I'm recommending patches for you, it will be probably shocking if I'm recommending more than 2, possibly 3 if you really, really want 3 patches, but usually we're recommending 1 or 2. So I'm also not wearing that many. I like these. I almost never, ever wear the SP6. I've done certain things. There are certain little combinations where I have worn them. I don't wear this patch very frequently. I'm sure you know a little bit about this patch. And this is actually full of LifeWave. So it's just in a LifeWave X39 container. Truly, I never wear LifeWave. I probably, when I was sick, I did wear this sometimes. I used to get migraines, and I got a lot of migraines. I did get a lot of migraines before the X39. This is like unbelievable. We're literally having, excuse me, it's not the WWF. We don't need to do it right behind mommy. No, we don't. Cats don't listen. Guys, are you watching? You're so quiet today. Is this my LifeWave crew? Please let me know yes in the comments if you're watching and you're listening. Yes, if this is interesting at all, if you like to know, because there are so many products and you like to know like what I'm wearing more, what I'm not wearing. I almost never wear LifeWave. Maybe once a year. I do not get migraines anymore. I did get migraines before I started the patches. Maybe it's a coincidence. I haven't had a migraine oh my goodness, I haven't had a migraine in almost 2 years. So I don't put those on. I don't have any body pain. I don't have any body aches. My body feels good. So I don't wear that. This is for me. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this. Just, I'm sure this is a great supplement. It's the evening Celergize. It happens to have some things in it that I take anyway. I think it's a good product. I just like, and I'm just being, I guess you guys are just super quiet. This must not be my LifeWave crown today. No big deal because most people catch it on the replay. But anyway, so I like the Celergize morning taste more. This one is a lavender, I think it's like lavender and honey flavor. It's pretty good. I just like the flavor of this one more, so I reach for it more. And I'm more of a morning supplementer. I use magnesium spray on my legs at night. So I keep wanting to remember this one. I just honestly don't use it a lot. It's like, I think it's great. It's got really good stuff in it. So because I don't use it a lot, I also don't sell it a lot because I can't honestly say that it has made a huge difference in my life because I'm not really using it. The products that are from LifeWave that I don't use at all, I don't use AccuLife. If you are not familiar with AccuLife, AccuLife is for horses. I am an equestrian. I have been riding horses since I was 4 years old. I don't currently own a horse. I live in Arizona. I don't think it's really friendly horse climate. It's super hot here. So I don't think I'll own, plus I think it's pretty clear I have enough animals. So I don't use AccuLife. And the other thing that I don't use at all from LifeWave, I do not use any of the facial products. I was looking for them. I believe I have all three of them unopened. I think I had won a trip to, I forget where it was, maybe Hawaii from LifeWave. And instead of taking the trip, they sent me a bunch of patches and supplements and skincare. And I had asked not to have the skincare because it has fragrance in it, and I am allergic to fragrance. But they sent it anyway. And I was like, can I have patches instead of this? Because I can't use it. But they just sent it. So I don't wear that. I may have thrown it away, honestly, because I can't wear it. It doesn't do anything for me. And my husband can't wear it because I'm allergic to fragrance. If I didn't throw it away, would anybody be interested? It's totally, if it's still there, I just have to look and see. It would be new and open. Would anybody be interested in me doing a little competition where you could win these skincare products if they still exist? I don't think I would have thrown it away. That seems very, 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 very unlike me because it's great product. It's just not great product for me. So anyway, again, I'm just going to recap. I'm not going to go through all the products again, but my whole point is a lot of times, and I'm not going through and explaining what every one of these products does. That's more so I really explain what they do. If I have like a quick phone call with somebody in layman's terms, then I explain what they do. That's so much easier because you don't really need to know every product. You only need to know which products would help you. But my whole point of this is, people always see the products and they're like, oh my gosh, there's so much. What should I use? You're trying to make me buy 85,000 things. Absolutely not. First of all, we're all on a fixed budget, me included. And these are the things, like my husband and I are using this daily. These are the things that we wear all the time. And it doesn't mean that we dislike the other products. Generally speaking, I feel like my health has gotten into a very good place and I don't need as much anymore. And so it used to be a little bit more complicated for me, and it used to be that I needed more things. But I think, like many things, it's sort of like when you want to get into better shape. When you want to get into better shape, you have to work extra hard and you have to be at the gym all the time, or watching your eating. And once you get to where you want to be, it tends to be a little bit easier to maintain. And when I started everything, so I started the patches. Oh, you guys, I did have silent nights. They were here next to me the entire time. We'll just add those to the pile. There was a lot going on with the cat fight behind me, et cetera, et cetera. But when I did start these patches, it was about 2.5 years ago. And when I did start the patches, I will say that I did need to wear more of the patches at the same time. So at the time, I was definitely regularly using 39, Eon, Carnosine, glutathione, Silent Nights, Alavita. We're talking, I was, buying probably 3 times more patches. And gradually, as things improved for me, I was able to purchase less and wean myself off of using some of them. But what I love is that I do always have every single one of the patches other than AccuLife in stock because things change and there are certain times of the season or travel or, whatever is going on in our lives where I feel like I need a little bit more. And so I like all the products, but it really just depends. It's not something, for me, I just don't think you need everything all the time. You can always have it so that it's available, but you don't really have to be wearing everything all the time. So hope this is helpful to you. And it was nice to be on and chatting with you. It's been a super, super busy week, just kind of like a quick recap at the end. And if By the way, I'm going to do something soon for commenting because for whatever reason, I get really nice comments on my LifeWave videos, but I also get like some of the most rude comments I've ever seen. So I'm going to have something soon. I haven't figured out how to do it on YouTube, but it's like a agreement for commenting so people can understand. And I just want to say 99% of people are really nice, but like, let's say that 1% that comes on will be like, your presentation was extremely wordy and long, and you should rethink your ethics and all of this different stuff. People will just say some incredibly rude things. And I think that's just the internet in general. So I'm not saying it's you, I'm not pointing the finger, but I think I'm going to add something soon because, how do I say it? YouTube live streams are just all about sitting down, like you are talking to a friend in your living room. And usually, it's also a time where people can drop in, so like, let's say I'm doing this LifeWave live stream. I love to hear from people like, what are your top 3 LifeWave products? What are you using all the time? Or what do you think you would use if you were using LifeWave? Or different kind of like questions or comments and things like that. Live streams are a great time for that. So it's just kind of like chit-chatting in your living room. And it's very interesting because I will say that I do these a lot. They're mostly some general information for folks that I'm probably not working with yet. I might work with in the future. So if you're looking to work with me, you can contact me. If you're not working with someone else for LifeWave, you can contact me from my email, which is going to be in the description below, and it's always in the first comment too. So it's some general information. It's to make things easier. And it's just so interesting because I always get some really crazy comments like saying my video should be a different way or, just like rude things in general. And I think that's just kind of I guess it's the price you pay for being on the internet. But I will figure out how to do it in my comments soon. Anybody that does make rude comments, just so they know, they will always be instantly hidden. So if there's a rude comment, no one will ever see your comment on my YouTube again. I'll never see your comment. There's an easy little hide feature. And as soon as somebody makes a rude comment, they're just never to be seen again. Because I believe life is too short to have constant negativity around you. I've had lots of stuff happen the last few years. I just lost my beloved companion, Lola. I moved across the country to live with my husband, very, very, very far away from my 82-year-old mother and my entire family. And I just believe in enjoying life, being kind to other people. And if you have something, if you see something and you don't like it, I believe in just moving on and not being rude to people, because no one in life, like, we don't need to make other people feel bad, and we don't need to just say random rude things or say all of our feelings. And so I don't really understand that part of the internet because it isn't how I operate. I like to be nice to people, but it is not everybody on the internet. And I think that there is a huge, there's a way of being anonymous where people feel confident and able to do that. And I think they would be really embarrassed to do it in person. So it's one of those things that I have a love-hate relationship, because I love to show up and help people. And I love to show up and kind of like give people little tips, because I do know about a lot of different things, but I don't love that exposure on the internet. So anyway, right after I get off this, I'm going to figure out how to do that little comment agreement thing, just so everybody understands that. But anyway, just want to say I really appreciate you guys. For 99%, everybody is super nice. I wish I could meet everybody in person. I appreciate you listening, commenting. I hope that if you're patching, you're having a great experience. If you are considering patching, just know they are great. They are really great, but also know that you're going to see two kinds of people talking about LifeWave patches. So you're going to see the Reddit community, sorry, Reddit, and they're all saying these are fake, they're a scam, they don't work, they're trying to trick you into buying them. This is not true. It's someone's opinion. So if that's how they want to speak about it, I understand, because I actually felt like that once myself. I think that's a pretty hard line, and I don't think most people have tried them. I think they're reacting to the fact that they seem ridiculous. Like, these patches, if you don't know about them, if you haven't worn them, they don't seem like they could work. And I understand that, and I thought that once. And then there's the other community, and they say, stop doing everything. They do everything for you. They're going to change everything in an instant. Maybe. But honestly, I'm in the middle of the road, but closer to the people that are crazy about the patches. I try to, everything that I do with my clients, I really try to under promise about what the patches do and over deliver. So I love to under promise and then hear from people and hear what's happening for them personally. But I would never say this exact thing is going to happen for you. Once you start wearing these patches, you won't have to worry about this, or this will happen, or you shouldn't take care of your health in other ways. No, they're just one thing that we do to take care of our bodies, but they are they are a thing that I will just say. I personally have never used anything like the patches, and when my other dog Lola died, and then Alfie got very sick, I had just a ton of vet bills. Like, vet bills get very expensive, not complaining, but very, very expensive. And at the same time, I was offered this little guy, and I wasn't planning on getting a puppy. It wasn't really great timing, but there wasn't a puppy that was going to be available from the same woman for over a year. And I just kind of believe in doing things that, if you want to do things, I think you should do things that you want to do now, because you never know what will happen. Like, I don't know what will happen with anything, the breeder's health or my mom or what have you. So I just decided I'm going to do it. And I had to save up, and it was expensive. And so one of the things I did was I said, I'm going to stop buying these for about 2 months just to save some money, because I need all my money to buy this puppy, and then I can buy them again. And I didn't think I would really feel the difference. I didn't think I would feel it that quickly. And about 2 weeks in, I stopped being able to sleep again. And that was something that had happened to me for 20 years. I couldn't sleep. I was taking stuff to sleep. And if you've ever experienced this, not being able to sleep is crippling. You look terrible. You feel terrible. In sleep, when you can't sleep that you get from taking stuff to sleep is not the same as real sleep. It doesn't feel the same. Your body knows the difference, and you still feel tired and you feel groggy. But it was all I could do. And so that came back to me when I stopped using the patches, and I stopped being able to sleep again. And that was a really big problem for me. So I wound up getting the patches again. I wasn't going to continue my little experiment. But that was one of those great reminders for me. I know that they do a lot. I know that I'm passionate about the patches and helping people with them. And when they're the right thing for someone, when I talk to somebody and our expectations for the patches are aligned, I know that I'm setting that person up with something, with the correct patches for them, the correct, way of doing it. And I know that they're going to make a difference. So anyway, I really enjoy it. I enjoy what I do. So it was nice to chat with you today. You guys were a quiet group, but maybe you were just really listening. I hope everybody has a beautiful day. I have a cat that is sitting on my water machine, which I don't like. So I'm going to go take care of that, because it's very, very eventful, and they are crying a lot today. So anyway, stay healthy, stay beautiful. I would love to work with you. If you would like to talk to me, I'd be honored to work with you and help you choose your patches. I am the least, I don't even know how to say it, pushy, salesy person ever. Probably talk you out of some of the things that you think that you need. But feel free to email me if you would like to consider being my client and you would like me to choose your patches for you. So thank you so much. Have a beautiful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, everybody.